What is going on, you guys? Happy Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in for the start of a new week, and let's get right into another recap here. So today the Nasdaq definitely had some nice moves for sure. Looking at it, right, there was a nice move upwards that you could have written TQQQ, and right after that it found a resistance, and there was obviously a big drop downwards you could have taken advantage of for SQQQ. And then there was this nice other little rally here, but those were the two biggest moves for the day. And just to cover how I did quickly on the day, I was red today day trading because I only day traded SQs and TQs. Here are all my filled orders for you guys. If you guys want to see, you guys can pause the video definitely and go through that yourself, but there is kind of a lot. And as you can see, I was down $23 on SQs and I was down $16 on TQs. So down just like right around the $40 mark on the day. And yeah, our account was still green on the day, but that was because of our swings. Some stocks had a nice rally today, like Tesla and Roblox, if you'll notice. So yeah, I can show you guys that in a bit. But as far as the Nasdaq, I ended red today, and why was that? Definitely what I wanted to let you guys know on that I've been struggling with in terms of when there's a bit of chop is really knowing when to step on the gas and when to just kind of cool off and stop trading. So I'm just going to walk through and explain to you guys kind of what happened throughout the day to make me think that. But right around here was when the market opened up, right at 6:30 in the morning. Here is the timestamp for you guys. And when the market opened up, it did obviously start trying to have a fall, a nice little play for SQQQ, right? The market started to sell off, and ultimately it did have these big kind of changes of direction. If you see, that's why there's a lot of green candles mixed in there with red ones, kind of decent sized ones if you'll notice. And that's where I went wrong today. The market kept trying to, the first half an hour, really change direction, and it had these big moves that kept faking me out. So that's the best way I could describe what went wrong with me. And when I saw that the market kept flipping directions, that's when I definitely, after taking like 2 or 3 losses in a row, should have looked to kind of chill out for a bit and only really get in when direction starts moving. So once I saw that the market was trading between kind of highs of around here and lows of around here, I should have waited, knowing it was choppy, for a break above either the resistance here or the support here. And obviously, kind of, I racked up a nice little decent loss, and that prevented me from really taking advantage of this big move up here. So you'll notice that once we did get the break above here, there did end up starting to be this nice kind of buying pressure and a lot of volatility, and there was just huge green candle after green candle, and I didn't take advantage of that. And I honestly broke one of my biggest rules today. I wasn't disciplined, and that's why I did end red today. It shouldn't be a shocker. And in terms of what I did to break it is, every time I kept getting kind of flushed out in these changes of direction, right? Let's say I was buying in for a move upwards on TQQQ, and it started to go up my way, and ultimately it would end up flushing me out, right? I got caught up in multiple different fake outs. When that happened, I should have really looked to kind of cool off for a bit, and I didn't. And because of that, I just kept getting a bigger and bigger loss piled up, and I decided to go against my rule and go with direction, right? Direction is obviously uptrending, and you should never try and predict the bottom of anything. And I decided to buy into SQQQ, thinking the market was going to start falling here, right? And it was literally on this big move up. After I got frustrated, I decided to start doing the opposite of what I was doing, and once I bought in here for SQQQ, thinking it was gonna kind of be around these areas and fall, it ultimately did get the breakout and start soaring, and this was a nice move. You definitely could have capitalized a lot on. And yeah, so as far as managing risk, I did pretty well. I only bought in with a quarter my position size, like I usually tell you guys I do, and I never really averaged up. If I did, I made sure to cut the shares quick, and that's what I'm proud of myself for today. I did have a lot of losing trades because I stopped going with direction, and once I started doing that, the losses did pile up, but I was grateful enough to not let it get out of hand. And that's why, if you guys will notice, I actually took my last trade at around 8 o'clock, so didn't even trade that long. For an hour and a half, I stopped trading right around here was where the market was at. And yeah, I kind of missed both of these big plays because I put myself at a loss, and after I made a little bit of money back, I really just didn't want to keep trading because I was not following my rules, right? I just knew it, and definitely need to chill out and walk away. Today was definitely managed risk, and I'm looking forward to kind of bouncing back the rest of the week. But yeah, I want to quickly show you guys the stocks like Tesla today. They did end up having these nice little rallies. Right here's the charts for Tesla on the day. It was up 7.43%, and Roblox also had a really nice day, obviously. Nice gap up with some good news, and it was up almost 12%, 11.77. So, pretty exciting stuff, and yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to capitalize trading the NASDAQ, right, the rest of the week, and hopefully we could start seeing some pushes up. But as far as how it looks long term, it has been having a nice little rally, a little recovery, and we'll see if it wants to continue it or kind of get rejected and start falling again. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Take care.